This one's called Premonitions. I cannot affirm it, but I suppose everything will return next year. By the way, I have to say, that's an extraordinary opening. When I read that opening on the car driving down from the airport, I thought, wow, what a beautiful opening. I cannot affirm it. Wow. It's such a, it allows you to write about almost anything in the universe. It's awesome. I cannot affirm it, but all the people in this room were, no. You see what I'm saying? How beautiful an opening that is? It's just like, boom, like a Pollock painting or something. I cannot affirm it, but I suppose everything will return next year. There will be a gallery of sounds, and we will have more light on the table. I suppose the sun will rise in all places to wake up the grass with joy. Steps of water will descend from the sky and go rest under the earth. Beauty will show us its face with flowers, clouds, birds with stars, in order to be within reach of the night. And although we know nothing with certainty, we will laugh at those who know everything, and we will play the game of loving in any fashion. Isn't that good? Okay. Presagios. No lo puedo afirmar, pero supongo, todo regresará el próximo año. Habrá una galería de sonidos y tendremos más luz sobre la mesa. Supongo que el sol saldrá por todos lados para con jubilio disparar las hierbas. Pasos de agua bajarán del cielo y irán a descansar bajo la tierra. No mostrará tu rostro la belleza con flores, nubes, aves con estrellas, para estar al alcance de la noche. Y aunque nada sabemos con certeza, reímos de lo que saben todos, jugaremos a amar de cualquier modo. I gotta tell you, it's really a difficult thing to do translations, man. Whew. I've tried it several times. Okay, you are to his son. You are my hand, if faraway friends I cannot greet. You are my voice, if in the tribunes of ideas I cannot denounce. You are my smile, if in the hour most pure I cannot console. You are my dream, if the moment arrives I cannot dream. Damn. A mi hijo tú eres. Tú eres mi mano, si a lejanos amigos no pueden saludar. Tú eres mi voz, si en tribunas de ideas no puedo denunciar. Tú eres mi risa, si a la hora más pura no puedo consolar. Y tú eres mi sueño, si llegado el momento no pudiera soñar. Wow. Beautiful poet. I didn't realize how beautiful it was until I read it aloud. I guess Ginsberg was right. You have to read a poem aloud. One of the things that I've done, and that's why I feel so honored to be here, is I've devoted a good part of my money that I make, which is not much, but we've made 4 films, 2 of women in prison and 2 of men. And our belief that if you learn how to read and write, we've spent about $3 million in the belief that if you learn how to read and write, it can have a positive impact on lessening crime. And I only do this because it's a horrendous nightmare, this whole prison thing. And let me tell you something that I went to Oklahoma State to give a reading, and they paid me an enormous amount of money to go there, $20,000 to read one night. And I always make it a point to go to a facility nearby, no matter where I'm at. If I'm out of this country, in this country, I go to a prison, I go to a boys' home, I go somewhere, and I just stop in and talk. And so I went to the McLeod Women's Prison in Oklahoma, and I met with 41 women who are serving life for murder. After I finished reading a few poems and talking to them and stuff like that, one woman said to me, we would love to have a writing workshop, but I bet you won't come back. I don't know what she said, but she said something, and then I just said, I'll be back in a month. So when I left, I thought, well, I got to get a film crew. We got to get somebody to set up offices so we can get the hotels, rental cars. This turned into a whole year and a half of filming, and we just finished yesterday. And the women, it's an extraordinary thing. We got HBO to agree to broadcast it, and that led to, the things that you do like that when this woman's serving 5 lifetimes, ask if you can come back to teach her how to read and write and stuff. When you say yes to those things, there's this whole other universe that comes in and operates in your life after that. And it's really extraordinary. Let me tell you something else that I just recently... I was in San Francisco a week ago, and we went to celebrate. They wanted to put one of my books into a 100-year capsule, so if the world still exists, somebody will find it. And it was really crazy because there was a turtle that was the mascot of one of the libraries, and the turtle was young. I think it was like 6 years old. But I was realizing that of all the people in the audience that day, the turtle would be the only one still living, That's so ironic, isn't it? This little guy like this who doesn't it's just so amazing. But anyway, let me tell you what happened. Salinas is known for its drive-by shootings and its murders, and its gang wars and its gangs. Until a woman by the name of Elizabeth Martinez, she retired. She went to Santa Fe to make some films. She was the head librarian for the state of California, and she revolutionized the cataloging system. She made it so all the libraries were open up to the kids and people of all colors, and she sent people out into the neighborhoods and the projects to bring people in. It's amazing what that woman does. Anyway, she came out of retirement because when she went to go look at the Salinas libraries, 2 were closed and 1 was falling apart. So I don't know where she got the money from. I don't know how she did it, but she did, and she got all libraries running. Fabulous run. So I went there to celebrate Steinbeck's birthday and 100 years of the libraries being in existence. But what I did not expect was to see these throngs of people coming to the library. They're open 7 days a week, and all these women came with babies, and all these guys came in. They were coming in wheelchairs and crutches, and fathers, gangbangers, all tattooed up, were coming in with their kids to read books. It was extraordinary. That really pleased me, because somehow she made the library the community's property. People would really thought, that's my library. That's where they went. It was crazy to see people owning the library, because in most cities people don't own the library. It's a business, it belongs to the city, but this they owned. They brought their tamales there, they ate on the grass, they went inside and finished reading Harry Potter, whatever. But what really shocked me was when we had that afternoon speech, they brought the 2 people in from New York, the 2 lions, Mama Lion, Baby Lion on Sesame Street, you've seen it. They brought those 2 people in, they were funny as heck, they were great. What shocked me with the greatest pleasure was that afternoon, no, it makes